Hi everyone, how are you today? Welcome back to my another video on algebra, and I hope that my previous videos would have been effective on your improvement in algebra. And for watching my next videos, you can subscribe this YouTube channel. In this video, we're gonna solve the formula for the given variable in all these equations. So let's start them. The question is solve the formula for the given variable, assuming that all variable expressions involved are not zero. The first equation is AB equals C, and we're gonna solve the formula for B. So AB equals C. So for finding the formula for B, we should divide each side by A. So A times B over A equals C over A. So this A goes with this A, and B equals C over A. This is the formula for B. The next equation, G equals H over I, and we're gonna solve the formula for H. So we should multiply each side by I. G times I equals H over I times I. So this I goes with this I, and the final equation is H equals G times I. The next equation is X minus F equals G, and we're gonna solve the formula for X. So we should add F to each side. X minus F plus F equals G plus F. So this F goes with this F, and finally X equals G plus F. The next equation, H equals VT minus 16t squared, and we're gonna solve the formula for V. So firstly, we should divide each side by t. H over t equals V times t over t minus 16t squared over t. So H over t equals, this t goes with this t, V minus, and this t is 1, and this t squared is t. So the result is minus 16t. And finally we add this expression negative 16t to each side. So H over t plus 16t equals V minus 16t plus 16t. So this 16t goes with this 16t, and the final result is V equals H over t plus 16t. And the next equation is equals pi times r times h plus pi times r squared, and we're gonna solve the formula for h. So firstly, we divide each side by pi. S over pi equals pi r h over pi plus pi r squared over pi. So this pi goes with this pi, and this pi goes with this pi, and s over pi equals r times h plus r squared. And in the next stage we divide each side by r, so s over pi times r equals r h over r plus r squared over r, and this r goes with this r, and this r is 1, and this r squared is r. So s over pi r equals h plus r. And finally, we should subtract r from each side. So s over pi r minus r equals h plus r minus r. So this r goes with this negative r, and finally h equals s over pi r minus r. The next equation, 2m plus p equals 4m plus q, and we're gonna solve the formula for m. So in this equation, the variable of m should be in only one side, so we should subtract 2m from each side. So 2m plus p minus 2m equals 4m plus q minus 2m. So this 2m goes with this negative 2m, and this 4m is 2m, and this 2m is 0. So p equals 2m plus q, and in next stage we should subtract q from each side. So p minus q equals 2m plus q minus q. So this q goes with this q, and p minus q equals 2m. And finally we divide each side by 2. So p minus q over 2 equals 2m over 2. This 2 goes with this 2, and finally m equals p minus q over 2. The next equation, c equals 4y over m plus n, and we are going to solve the formula for y. So firstly, we should multiply each side by m plus n. M plus n times c equals m plus n times 4y over m plus n, and this m plus n goes with this m plus n. So m plus n times c equals 4y, and we divide each side by 4. So m plus n over 4 times c equals 4y over 4. This 4 goes with this 4, so y equals m plus n over 4 times c. The next equation, 1 over a plus b equals c over a, and we're gonna solve the formula for b. So firstly, we subtract the 1 over a from each side. 1 over a plus b minus 1 over a equals c over a minus 1 over a. So this 1 over a goes with this negative 1 over a. So b equals c over a minus 1 over a, and b equals c minus 1 over a. The next equation, we equals pi times r squared times h over 3, and we're gonna solve the formula for h. So firstly, we multiply each side by 3. 3v equals 3 times pi r squared h over 3, and this 3 goes with this 3, so 3v equals pi r squared h, and in this stage we divide each side by pi, so 3v over pi equals pi r squared h over pi, so this pi goes with this pi, so 3v over pi equals r squared h, and in this stage we divide each side by r squared, so 3v over pi r squared equals r squared h over r squared, so this r squared goes with r squared, and finally h equals 3v over pi r squared. And the final equation, 10 times a plus b in parentheses equals 6 times a minus 2b in parentheses, and we're going to solve the formula for a. So firstly, we can eliminate the parentheses, so 10a plus 10b equals 6a minus 12b, and in this stage the variable of a should be only in one side, so we subtract the 6a from both sides, so 10a plus 10b minus 6a equals 6a minus 12b minus 6a, and this 6a goes with this 6a, so in this side 10a minus 6a is 4a plus 10b equals negative 12b, and in this stage we subtract 10b from both sides. So 4a plus 10b minus 10b equals negative 12b minus 10b. So this 10b goes with this negative 10b, and 4a equals a negative 12b minus 10b equals a negative 22b, and finally we divide each side by 4. So 4a over 4 equals negative 22 b over 4. So this 4 goes with this 4, and finally a equals negative 22 over 4 times b. We finished all these problems, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe us. Thanks for watching. Bye.